Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I want to give you some practical tips of things that you can do to ride the pain wave or ride the suffering wave when you're in the middle of a flare or your symptoms are raging, you've got that massive pain hitting you or symptom or headache or migraine or anxiety or whatever it is in the moment, and you have to overcome these symptoms. You need to figure out what to do in the moment. So the very first thing that you want to do in the moment is you want to act instead of react. So many of us, when the pain spikes and we start to get into a tailspin, right? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And we start to react to this pain. And it leads us down this spiral where we're in a hole. Maybe we're feeling sorry for ourselves, we're crying, we're angry, we're upset, we're lying in bed, whatever it is that usually happens to us, our pattern that takes hold. That's a reaction to not just the pain, but to everything that the pain has been leading up until now, all the stories that have led up to this point, everything that we've missed, all the frustration that we've had, all the anger, all the hopelessness around this. And then we also think into the future and what's to come and oh my God. And so it's all wrapped up into one usually, and we start reacting like crazy. And so we need to stop reacting in the moment. That's the very first step. And your practical advice, I want you to, when you notice the symptoms really flaring and you notice you're in that spiral, in that story, I want you to, number one, stop. Try to detach as much as possible and realize that you're just in a reaction. You are reacting right now. And so instead instead of just reacting and allowing this to pull us under and fight against it, we're fighting against it as it pulls us under. Think of a big tidal wave, right? When the undertow comes to get you, if you react against it and struggle against it, you're often in way worse shape than you are if you just ride the wave. If you let your body limp, if you allow it to pull you and then push you, and you don't fight and struggle and freak out against it, right? So we want to limit our reaction and our struggle against this. So the first thing we want to do is to become aware that you're in a pattern. That's the very first thing, and stop reacting. The second thing is to learn how to ride the wave. So I know that you're probably really good at this if you've been suffering for a long time, but often we're not as good at riding this wave as we think we are. We need to ride the wave, ride the undertow, and not struggle against it. Say, okay, just accept right now in this moment. That's number two, accept. This is happening. It is here. I can either struggle, react, freak out, lose my mind, cry, scream, whatever, but none of it's going to help because the moment is here. So I can just accept it and go with it, flow with it, like ride the wave, right? Just allow it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and just go with it. So the first things that you can do are to go with it. And mentally you make a switch. So everything you do now, you don't do because you have to do, you do because you choose to do. So not, oh my God, I have to find a way to outrun this pain, so I'm going to do this. I have to make it stop. No, it's like, okay, I'm in this moment. I know the pain is hideous. This is what I choose to do. I'm going to choose to take an active stance to make an active difference here. I choose this. I'm riding the wave. I know I don't have control of this. I know the pain's going to do what it's going to do. But I'm going to choose my path today. I'm going to choose my actions. I'm not going to just react. So some of the actions that you can choose to take are, I'm going to do cold showers or cold face dunking or jump in a cold lake. This often helps break the pattern of pain. It often helps ease pain in the moment or symptoms. It's kind of like a cold shock therapy, which helps. So if that works for you, I choose to do this. This is what I'm choosing to do. If it doesn't work, that's fine. I won't react. I'll move on to the next thing on my list. So we're just going to systematically go down our list and choose what we want to try Try it. And then just keep going down the list at a reasonable pace. We're not in a frenzy. We're not trying to beat it. We know it's going to do what we're going to do. We've already accepted it, and now we're just going down our list of things to try. You probably already have a number of things on your list that have worked in the past. Start there. Start with the things that have already been proven to help symptoms, whatever they are. Don't be desperate for them to work. Just say, I choose to try this. Doesn't work? I choose to try the next thing. Doesn't work? I choose to try the next thing. Just keep going. I'm just choosing to ride the wave. I'm not going to get emotionally pulled under or reactive to this situation. So some of the things that I try are cold dunks, cold showers, jumping in a cold lake. I do enemas. I will do not just one. I will do 2. I will do 3. I'll do 4. I'll do 5. I'll do up to 6 enemas in a row until I feel that relief. Not frantically, not desperate, but calculated. This is chosen. If it doesn't work, I already accept it. I'm just doing my best in the moment, and I'll stay in the bathroom and continue to do it until I get the relief that usually comes when you finally hit the spot in your liver that expels some, whatever they call those little white liver spots. And then I will feel relief. So you can try that. That's something I try. I use peppermint essential oils on my body, my face, the parts of my body that have whatever. Sometimes I will just call it a day. Looks like I can't suffer anymore today. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to end this day. Right? Ending the day is often helpful. Maybe I need to cry. Maybe I do need to cry, but it's a conscious choice. It's not a reaction in a desperate moment where I'm just losing it and throwing a pity party for myself and going downhill. It's like, I need to cry. I need to release some of this. I'm going to allow myself to cry, and I'm still going to be detached. I'm still going to become aware that this is a choice. This is a therapy. And when I'm done, I'm going to congratulate, whether it worked or not, congratulate myself for crying, right? So these are some practical things that you can do when you're in a flare. You first detach, right? Accept what's happening. Consciously choose to ride the wave. Start with the things that have worked in the past for you and systematically, not frantically, work down the list from the things that have worked and just choose them at a slow and steady pace, already accepting that if it doesn't work, it's fine. It's just what today is. Okay? So again, some of the things that I do are peppermint essential oils, enemas, ice, or cold therapy. Those are some of the top ones that work for me. Breathing, right? Meditation doesn't work for me when I'm in a flare. It just heightens everything. But taking some deep breaths, I do some pressure point therapy, different things, and then I sort of work my way down the list to the least effective ones that have tried for me. And sometimes I just have to sit and say, okay, nothing's going to work today. This is the day. I'll ride this wave. I consciously choose that this is okay. I'm not in danger. I'm going to accept this. I know this will eventually end, and I'm going to just allow myself to stay centered, to choose to keep trying, not having to desperately and frantically react, and just have a different mindset about it, right? Have a different mindset about it, that we are not fighting against the undertow. We're allowing the undertow. We're submitting to the undertow, right? We're working with the undertow. We're allowing it to pull us and push us, but we're still in our mind saying, okay, I'm going to go this way with it or that way with it. We're choosing, we're charting our course within what is happening, okay? So consciously, those are some of the things that I do, and that's some of the things that you can do when you're in a flare. They've been effective for me. They may not work for you, but I guarantee if you do 5 or 6 enemas in a row, you are going to feel some relief. No matter what your symptom, whether it's anxiety, depression, or physical pain anywhere in your body. But if not, sleep is effective. Start going to bed early. Start going to bed, call it a day, right? I know some people can't get under their sleep. They can't get under the pain in their sleep. Just keep trying. Just don't flip that to unconscious. Once you become unconscious, then it's taking you, it's pulling you. The undertow is thrashing you all over, and you're just reacting to it, right? You're just a pawn. You're fighting against it. You're reacting to it. You're desperate against it. So it's that mental flip that you have to switch to say, okay, I accept this. I'm going to ride this. I'm going to do this with my body. I'm going to work with my body, not against it. We're in this together. I already accept that if I can't alleviate the pain today, so be it. I will just keep trying. I'll just keep doing what I can do. So yeah, sometimes eating some protein will help. Sometimes not eating will help. I mean, whatever works for you, whatever you've jotted down or noted in the past, do that thing. If there's something in the past that has ever pushed you over the edge, or you feel, stop doing those things those days. Don't be around stressful people. Don't be around the relationships that trigger you. Don't be around food that triggers you. Don't be around any mental thought that triggers you that day. Surround yourself with things and peace and calm, and don't do those things that are borderline triggering for you that day, right? Take it easy on yourself. Care for yourself. Do what you need to do, and remember, you're in it together with your body. Don't start hating your body, self-loathing your body, working against your body, trying to beat your body. Okay, it's a mental game at this point when you're in a huge flare. It's a mental game, and it's important that you stay connected to your body, to your soul. Love yourself. Right? Be there for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Choose. Be detached, right? Calculated choices, right? We're working with our body, and we're not reacting, right? We're not sinking. So stay afloat by accepting, by loving, and by choosing the actions that can actually help in the situation, and just keep going down the list. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. I just wanted to pop back on. I know I just wrapped up the video, but I just remembered one thing I forgot to say, which is one of the things that I also like to do practically when I'm in that situation is start to calm myself down by slowing down my talking, slowing down my movements, and slowing down the voice in my head. Because the more frantic the voice is in your head, and the quicker it works to try to solve something or do something, the quicker your inner world is moving, right? So we want to try to get ourselves out of fight or flight. We want ourselves to calm down. So that's why breathing is good, because we can calmly breathe. But I find slowing down your talking, slowing down your walking, cut the pace of everything you're doing in half. And it's most important not just outwardly to slow those things down, but inwardly. So the voice that's speaking to you all the time in your head, slow it down. Let's slow that talking to yourself down. So really important to get calm and out of flight or fright. That's another very useful practical thing that we can do. So yeah, I just wanted to pop back on there.